It's early morning. I haven't even made coffee yet, but I went ahead and loaded up some ammo. It's an obsession, what can I say? So these are the Nosler Custom Competition. I decided, hey, why not? So let's see how these do, because I did buy 500 bullets from Nosler when they're having their sale when it was $50 for 250. And that's pretty hard to beat. So we're at 3.504, it looks like, maybe a little under. And again, we're only going to measure about 10. So let's see how consistent these are. .504, 504, maybe a touch under, maybe. So one thing, actually, before I get too far ahead, there we go. Notice how there's a very small, like barely even noticeable ring. Switching brass really helped when it came to that ultra micrometer seating die, because the walls are so narrow. Okay, a little bit under, a little bit under. Anyway, yeah, the neck tension on that normal brass. Okay, this is 503.5 roughly. I mean, so far these are by far the most accurate. 503.5. Just over 504. 503.5. 505. So that's definitely a little bit longer. Okay, so that one came out at 506 for whatever reason. So that's actually 2000s is, I mean, I was getting really hopeful there, right? But really, we only had like 2 out of 8 that weren't around that 04 mark. So really, I'm not really disturbed or bothered at all by this, because some of the other bullets didn't do anywhere near as well, like the Parvy Partisan. I think the Federals and the Burkers so far have been the most accurate at a 1000s variance, which goes again to show the importance of a proper seating stem, because I know the Parvy Partisan, the PPU bullets, had a spread of about 7,000s, if I remember right. It's 3 degrees out, and we're testing Nosler Custom Competition. 168 grain. And I've already chronoed these. I'm going to keep it short. I'm not going to show you the numbers. I'm just going to tell you these are the minimum charge, and they came out to roughly 2,100 feet per second, give or take. The extreme spread was not the best, and therefore neither was the standard deviation. But we have our groups that we're going to work up in round robin, so let's get to them. I don't know how to explain this, and you'll see when we walk through the groups. Okay, so this is our minimum charge, and that's god-awful. Next charge up, group tightens, loses some of its verticality, but that's still not good. The third group, I mean, the point of impact is still kind of up there. It tightened up a lot. That's more of an acceptable group, but it's still very weird. Second to last group opens up again, has its verticality, and it's a point of shift impact. Now, notice also keyhole. So how much that played into things, I'm not entirely sure. Actually, We can see here, this looks like it's a slight keyhole. That looks like it might be a slight keyhole. But then finally, with our maximum charge, we actually have a very good group here, especially for this rifle. I don't know how to explain it. The best I can explain it actually is just to simply say that this bullet powder combination probably isn't the best, but this is definitely a scatter node. And what we have is above and below it, we have very small accuracy nodes. And sometimes that's just what happens. There isn't really much of a rhyme to reason. I wonder if we load a powder weight in between. I'm doing terrible cam work here because my hands are frozen. But you can see that the point of shift for the point of impact is kind of similar there, but not in the way that we really care for it, because it's only 2 groups, and this is pretty terrible. But that's okay. So yeah, that's a Nosler Custom Competition.